Hello everyone, welcome back to the session. Today is the last session of the series, which is revolving around the fish theme. So we are drawing beautiful tangles inside the fish, around the fish, using the fish as a theme to create beautiful tiles, right? So we have already had 4 sessions and today is the fifth and the last, and this is the string that we are going to be using today, right? So some of my followers, subscribers are having facing problem with the string, with drawing the string, particularly two of them. I think this is today's string. I will show you how to draw the string, and this is a simple string. This is also a simple string crossing fishes. This is also fishes arranged in a circle, right? So probably this one, and today's string I will show you how I have gone about drawing it, right? So I'll just quickly run through. I just started with my heart first, right, like this, and then I probably have to draw a bigger heart like this, right? And then I drew the fish around it like this. So going with the shape of the heart, went all the way up, created that V, came down, and then gave that shape to the fish. Yeah, so I did use the eraser while drawing the string. It is not a very simple string, so you can use it since we are creating a Zentangle inspired art. But this is how I went about creating the string. Yeah, so I just drew the heart first and then I drew the fish around it. So I've already shown how do I draw the fish, right? Again, I did the same on the other side. Other side would be difficult, easier once you have drawn one side. So go just draw along the heart. So heart is there to give you that idea, and then just draw along the border and then just give that shape in front and then join it. Yeah, so once this one is drawn, taking cue from the shape of the heart, I have drawn the fish, right, like this, and inserted a shape here. So this was the first string. So first draw the heart and then mimic the outer, means just aura the heart up till here and then draw the face. That's the trick. Yeah, again just aura the heart till here and then just give a slight curve and draw the fish and then go back. And going back is again going with the shape of the zendala. Yeah, again this is another one that we are going to be using. So there are two ways to go about, but the easier way is to first draw these shape, something like a star inside. This is an easier way to draw this string because you can see this is the shape formed inside, right? So you can start from this shape first, right, and then you can complete it by just adding the fish shape like this. Yeah, so that's a simpler way of drawing this string. So you can change the how big you want the fish. Accordingly you can change the size of these V shapes, right? So this is how I went about drawing it. I first drew the V's and then completed them to draw the fish like this, right? So that's the string that we are going to be working on today, and this is the another string which some of my students, my followers, were facing problems. So the wings went like this, right? So that was the string, right? So let us work on today's string. So this is pretty dark, you need not make it that dark. So I'm going to start inking my string now. So the inner space is good for So you might want to give a small opening here for the mouth of the fish, which I have not given here, right? And the last one like this, yeah. And then just complete this shape of the fish. Yeah, so I'm just inking the string. The string is the highlight of the tile, so I'm inking it. Generally you do not ink the string in a tile unless you want it to show, unless it is the focus of your tile, right? And the last one here, right? So we have inked our string and the fish. So today it is the time to play around with the fish, so we will add different patterns to each of these fish, because other than that this is the only space, and probably we will go with the pattern nice in the center. Let us see, or there are so many other patterns you can choose from, so choose any pattern of your choice. Maybe I go with the pattern nice, right? So I'm going to quickly get rid of the unwanted lines here. So now that we have gotten rid of the unwanted lines, let us now find the center point and connect these V shapes, something like this, right? So I'm trying to draw the tangle nice here. So I'm connecting lines from the center to the middle of these fishes. Right, and we already have a weed here, so from the mouth here I'm going to add another line. Don't worry if it is not coming straight, that's okay. All is good, all looks good, yeah, as I keep saying. Just go with the flow, don't stop. And now that we have drawn the lines, now we can ink one of the section comfortably, and let's see how does it look like. Yeah, so you can use a boulder nib and just leave one space in between and then ink every other, just the way we do for the tangle nice. Yeah, so I'll do that for all throughout. So I'm Still inking, almost finishing with my inking. In the same fashion that I mentioned, alternate spaces. So I like the kind of shape that is formed, kind of thunder or something like that, I don't know. Cracker, burst, right? So now we will move on to our fish. So this is a nice shape for mocha. So I would like to use it for mocha. Yeah. So convert it into mocha like this. Although we have used mocha, I think in one of the fish tangle series, I'm not sure if we have already used it, but here the shape is just right for that, so I'm going with that tangle. So mocha, if you are new to the pattern, please refer to my video on mocha, and I've also used this pattern repeatedly in many of my videos. So I'm converting this shape into the tangle mocha, and then we'll see if we want to insert something in the center. So somehow the shapes themselves guide you what tangle will look nice there. But there are a whole lot of tangles that you can use there. So we have done that exercise. Now let's pick up each of the fishes. So I'm going to double line this, and now probably first start with shattuck, right? So choose tangles of your choice and pick up each of the fish and tangle it differently, because this is the highlight of the tile. Yeah. You can draw along with me, you can draw afterwards, whichever way you are comfortable. Yeah. So we are done with one fish. Yes. So moving on to the next, again I'm going to give a double line. Again, choose a pattern of your choice. Probably we will go with gorgeous. Add some gorgeous like stripes. Yeah. So there are so many tangles to choose from, so you can always choose the one that comes easily to you. Make use of filler tangles. Yeah. So again, probably this one I am going to be repeating, and the other one we are going to change frequently, right? So again I am going to draw one dividing line, and then probably draw mir. So you can give curve to the center line also as far as the pattern mir is concerned. Yes, you can add knight's bridge, you can give a curvy line, and then just aura lines with the highlight. Very simple pattern to draw. Yeah, and I am going to repeat this one here. So again, I like the drama that it adds. again. Right, so again add one more. Now you can add any other pattern. Probably we will add some flux. Nice pattern to draw, fills up just about any space. Fun to draw. Just go with the flow, don't think too much. Whatever pattern is coming to you easily, your go-to tangles, just choose those patterns. Everything will look nice, you don't have to think much. Yeah, so I put in flux here. I'm again going to repeat my gorgeous. Right, next you can add something like so I'm just going to finish with my gorgeous first and then we can tangle each one of them separately. Yeah, so I'll just put in gorgeous. So I've done the exercise of inking the alternate fishes, so inserted the tangle gorgeous there, right? So now continuing with our other fishes, so drawing a tangle like moon, crescent moon, however not filling up the moon, right? So instead of the moon I have drawn this printum and added two auras. Again added a printum, added two auras, added a printum, added two auras, just like we do for crescent moon. Added a printum, added two auras, added a printum, added two auras. Yeah, then moving on to the next, so many patterns that you can choose from, so probably we will go with the veils or floors. Yeah, so floors is also a nice simple tangle, square grid, and you can either add diamonds or you can add dots, whatever you feel like. So originally it has diamonds, so I'm drawing diamonds here, small spaces, so go slow, take your time. Yeah, so that is tangle floors. Again you can add a tangle called finery. Drawn like this, and the small little bold lines coming out of the stem, and then some dots, a very delicate looking tangle. It looks pretty nice. Yes. And then the last one, probably you can draw a scallop or anything. Probably we'll just add some bales. So add those seed shapes. Then rotate and add them in the other direction. Small little spaces. So be patient, take your time. And probably small, there is a space for only dots there. Yeah, that's about it, right? So after doing this, I'm just going to add a dash of color. So I have a shade of green here. This is Sakura brush pen. This is ice green, right? So I'm going to first ink this space which is left, right? And then we will tangle the rest of the space. Probably we will just add something in between the mochas and leave it there. Yeah. So first I'm just going to add some color here. So the string, as you can see, makes a lot of difference. What is the underlying string will determine the arrangement of the tangles, and accordingly your tile turns out beautiful if you have an interesting underlying string. Yeah. So now that we have inked the rest of the space, let us now start filling up the space. So I'm just going to connect these two like this. Right, so I'm just connecting these two mocha pods, the heads, with a V, and then I'll just add some lines with a weight at the end. Yeah, like this, emanating from this V, straight line, then curve, and then just give it a slight weight at the end. Yeah. So I hope you can see it clearly enough. Yeah. So this is what I have done, and I'm going to do that for all. So take your time and slowly add lines inside this beautiful shape, heart shape. Yeah, so I will do that for all. So slowly add lines, curved lines. Basically I'm moving with the shape. Yeah, starting from the center with a straight line. So I'm almost finishing now, adding the lines and a little weight at the end of the lines. This is basically a fragment which can be fitted into any kind of a reticula or a grid. Here the grid is heart shaped. And the last one. Yeah, that's about it, right? So we are done with drawing part. Let us now move on to shading. So I'm going to add some shade here. Right, and then you can add on the two sides of the fish. So irrespective of what is the pattern inside, I'm just adding on two sides of the fish. Right, here there is no point adding too much, so just at the beginning, again two sides. So you don't want to be adding too much. Fishes are small in size, so just at the ends. Right, so let us blend this much. This part probably we'll just add here where the lines are getting bold, and just add a shadow there. Right, and a little touch on the mocha pots. Right, so let us first blend. Try to keep some sections white if possible, although sections are small here, but white, gray and black if all can be visible, nothing like it. Moving on to other fishes now. Just blending the ends. Slowly blend the graphite. Even if you have not added at few places, what is already there is sufficient. So use it. Yeah. Moving on to the next. Just blend. A touch on the heads. Yeah. So slowly blend all of them. Don't blend too much because spaces are small. You don't want the entire green go gray. We have not added graphite here. Make sure your ink has dried up. These ends where you have added weight would need a little time to dry up. Yeah, so I think we can now move on to our chalk. So as far as chalk, highlight the center, highlight the upper section of the gorgeous, the center, the upper section of the gorgeous, yeah. So just use a different Totlon and blend it so that doesn't look patchy. Smoothen it, remove the excess. Yeah, and then a touch here like a highlight. Yeah, if you want you can add a little touch here. not much, just a bit. So the curls will pop up. Yeah, I think we are done with today's style. So leave that space green or add orbs, add anything you want. I am not going to add anything there, right? So let us close our tile here. So I'm going to put in my chop. Yes, and then sign and date it. Today is 1st. Yeah. So these are the tiles that we have drawn. I will be posting all of them on my Facebook page. I've already posted them on my Insta. So that's a wrap up of this Fishy Tangle special series, right? I'll see you again with another new Zentangle original tangle, right? Till then, have a good time. Stay safe. Bye bye.